How powerful is that for a company who sends somebody to a conference? Now that's how you conference.
Yes.
That's how you conference. Instead of you and I just going and retaining all this, we were able to bring all those gems that InfoTech brought, and there were plenty of gems. And we were able to now put that into a Teams, like you said, and now we can cross-reference. Hey, all right, hello everybody. It's Tad and Nabil again with Nobody Told Me About It. Tad, how are you?
I'm doing great, man. How are you?
Oh, just peachy. So together, Tad and I have over 20 years of experience in the consulting space. Something that we enjoy doing is holding our clients' hands and fighting through the hype of the news when it comes to security, AI, IT, and we just get down to meeting our clients where they're at. So that's what we hope to do with these videos. And so one thing I wanted to bring up is Tad and I, as you guys may have seen in the previous episodes, went to the InfoTech Live 2026 conference in Los Angeles. In Las Vegas. And Tad did something really cool that I wanted to share with everybody. First, before we dive into that, typically when a organization sends its employees to a conference, that one person usually benefits from the conference and the nice meals and the little extra time after the conference, depending where they're at. So Tad did something a little bit different this time to help our team, which is beyond just Tad and I. There's more people to our team. And so, Tad, before you walk us through what you did, and I got to say, it's the German in you that that was able to bring this Picasso together. What tools did you use, or do you recommend for the person who is attending a conference pretty soon?
So I really enjoyed utilizing this tool, which is the Plaud Note Pro recorder. You can use it to record meetings, conferences, what have you. It works as a physical device here, so it's great if you're in a public space and obviously you have permission to record, or if you're working with clients, you say, hey, may I use my recorder here before you begin? But you click one button, it starts recording. It has really good microphones, whether you're in a small meeting room or a large conference space. It gets the audio really well. You can click the button periodically to highlight things in the recording as it's taking place, and then you hold it down to end the recording when the meeting's over. And it syncs with an application on your phone or on your computer, and immediately transcribes everything that was said in the meeting. And you can then identify speakers so that you can keep track of who said what during a meeting. It does distinguish in the transcript speaker one versus speaker two. So then all you have to do is kind of listen, and if you recognize somebody's voice, you know who that person is. You can put their name in there, or if you're following along during the conference, you can put in a note about who was speaking. And it also works, it has an application that works on your phone or your computer, so you can use it to transcribe any kind of meetings that you're having. And it works in the background. It's very unobtrusive, and everything's stored in the cloud so that you can reference it later. So you'll get not only a transcript, but it will also run an AI tool against it to generate a summary based on any template you might choose. They have hundreds of templates you can choose from. And so what I typically did was I would save those notes, both the raw transcript as well as like the AI summary notes, and associate them with if there was if the speaker had a slide deck, for example, like the app that we used for the InfoTech meeting had slide decks, so that we didn't have to like take pictures of every image that was going on. However, if you like doing that, the app itself allows you to take pictures, so that not only do you have what was spoken, but you can have images of slides, for example, associated with that text embedded in your notes, and so that's easy to reference in the future. But what I did was I made sure that I followed whatever naming convention they utilize, and for this conference they would do the day, the time, and like the speaker name and the subject. And so as long as I made sure that my notes matched that my transcript and notes matched the naming of the PDF, whatever AI tool you want to use, whether it's Claude, ChatGPT, Gemini, etc., they can easily associate those by name and build a knowledge base of what your experience was. And so because we attended different things, I was able to build a report, a 25, 30-page report of all the events we attended, not only the conference presentations, but also our one-on-one interactions with SMEs and analysts and counselors there, and other engagements we had with people that we documented as in meeting notes, et cetera. And also we got several emails of follow-up following the meeting, and I took all of those and dumped them in to readable text or PDF versions so that I could put it all. I use Claude for this, but again, you could use any of the platforms. I found that using Opus in Claude was what was appropriate for such a large data set. It actually helped me, like in the early stages, if you remember, one of the challenges we had was that you didn't necessarily, and this is not a critique, but I want people to understand how we were able to solve some problems. And the fact that you did it your way helps me illustrate that point. So you had the transcripts, but they weren't necessarily named in a way that could easily associate them with the PDFs, et cetera. So I dumped them into Claude and used Opus, and it basically figured out on context 95% of them. And then I went back to you and said, hey, is this correct? And you were able to confirm that. And the ones that they had outstanding questions about, we were able to resolve that. So if you aren't as German, and I'm actually German Irish, so I can be chill at times, but if you're not as deep as process oriented as I am at times, you can recreate the wheel, and the AI will help you do that.
Now, 30 pages sounds like a lot. What did you do with it after that when it comes to teams and sharing that knowledge, et cetera?
Exactly. So that's fine that it sounds a little intimidating. It's meant to be like an encyclopedia. It's meant to be everything. So it's meant to be something that you query against. So if you then upload that into your AI platform, reference, if you're using CoWork, for example, you can reference the transcript folders, you can reference the presentation folders, and because there's a master index that associates all of them with every meeting, if you said like, I want to give me some high level thoughts about what was discussed regarding AI governance at this conference, it will spit out something in detail, and it will reference the specific meetings and presentations, the transcripts. So if you want to take a deeper dive on anything that's said, or you want to validate that somebody actually said something that it's saying it said, you can go straight to that transcript, you can go straight to that presentation, and you'll see right away if it's hallucinating or not.
That's amazing. And like I said in the beginning, how powerful is that for a company who sends somebody to a conference? Now that's how you conference.
Yes.
That's how you conference. Instead of you and I just going and retaining all this, we were able to bring all those gems that InfoTech brought, and there were plenty of gems. And we were able to now put that into a Teams, like you said, and now we can cross-reference. Hey, what's the latest in this trend? Hey, what do you have? And then, like you said, it'll point you to either an article, point you to the PowerPoint slide deck, et cetera. So thanks for sharing that. Is there any other thoughts you had before we close this out? I mean, I just really hope that people watch this video, honestly, and maybe watch it again if you need the instructions. And you can always reach out to us. You can DM us if you want. We'll teach you how to do this. More Tad will than I will. We'll walk you through this. He's the engineer here, the conference engineer. And so, yeah, we'll answer questions. We'll help you do this. But that's how you can really get bang for the buck for attending conferences, bringing it back home to the team and let everybody benefit from it.
Yep. And two things to wrap up. One, you used Otter for your recording. So this is a strategy. It's not specific instructions. So if you don't have Plaud, if you have Otter, if you have Granola, whatever your note-taking solution is, if you want to handwrite your notes, just be sure to transcribe them later. My one bit of advice is, like, at the end of each day, try to go through your notes so you can identify speakers and specific events and whatnot. It makes it a little easier on the back end if you put some, because you get home a week later and you're gonna be like, I don't know what happened here or there, and it's better to do it live. And
Yeah.
also, like, look in our show notes we'll have links for the platforms we use, whether it's Otter, whether it's Plaud, Anthropic, Anthropic's Opus model, what have you. We'll put all those links in the show notes, so you don't have to like look them all up yourselves. Just click in the show notes, and that they're a great resource for you. We make them for every program, so please check them out.
Yeah, good. Thank you for that, Tad. That's going to be helpful. And between Otter and the other one, whoever pays us the most, we'll have theirs high.
Hey, if anybody wants to sponsor a video, just give us a call.
Yeah. And the pro tip, that was a great pro tip about like doing it when you get back to the hotel room, you know, after each day, as opposed to coming home a week later. Yeah, absolutely. Based on everything that you and I went through all this, I think one of the things that helped us is that we kind of wrapped a lot of this up the same day. So another great pro tip. Well, I think that's all I have. I really wanted to ping you on this. It's the first time that I ever went through something like this. It was so beneficial, and I really want the world to know that this is how you conference like a pro.
And I couldn't have done it without you. If you hadn't been there, it wouldn't be half this experience. I think the other thing is, like, we had such great coverage because of it. Like, if one of us had to leave a meeting early that we were both at, we had a transcript that covered everything between the two of us. So awesome work.
Yeah, good stuff. Cool. Looking forward to the next one.
Okay, take care, man.
All right, see ya. Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe, man.